What is good, YouTube, and welcome back to a brand new video. Now, I know we're kind of super late on this, but today we're going to be doing a James Harden Philadelphia 76ers rebuild. I actually did one a while back before the James Harden trade even went down, like before the official one went down, and I don't really remember exactly what trade I did in that video, but I haven't done another one since he has been traded to Philadelphia, if that makes any sense. So, yeah, obviously this is super late because he's been there for quite some time now, but I hope you guys enjoy this video. Leave a like if you do, and of course subscribe if you are new. Thank you guys so much for that. Let's go ahead and rebuild the James Harden 76ers. Super late, better late than never though. So of course, with James Harden coming in over to Philadelphia, he gets to team up with one of the best players he's probably ever played with in Joel Embiid. Tobias Harris, Maxey are nice role players, and the team just looks great, and they are going to be a contender, of course, going in to the playoffs in the Eastern Conference this season. So for this first season, I'm not going to do anything, obviously. I'm just going to simulate to the rest of the end of the season, kind of see how we do, see how high we get in the playoffs, and then see if we can maybe win a championship in year number one. I'll probably adjust the rotation once we get to the playoffs a little bit, just to try to give myself an advantage there. But after that, we're going to try to put a really good team around James Harden and Joel Embiid. Not that there's not a good team around them already, but I'm going to try to put an even better one. 2K out here having no respect for the Philadelphia 76ers as we get into the play-in tournament. So maybe there's a lot more work to do than I thought in this video because we kind of fell off a little bit. So let's go straight and let's first and foremost, I didn't mess with the rotation whatsoever, so I'm glad I'm here now. We're going to run a 9-man rotation and kind of keep the guys that aren't supposed to be here out of the rotation. So hopefully we're able to get into the playoffs, and we do. Okay, so we're into the playoffs, and we get to play Milwaukee in the first round, which is going to be interesting. So, of course, Milwaukee has Holiday, Giannis. So Giannis and James Harden going up against each other in round one. Sign me up for that because, of course, the two have had a little bit of things to say about each other in the past. So hopefully we get a good playoff series. Can we upset the Milwaukee Bucks? Somebody current round. And no, we get swept in the first round. So looks like we have some work to do in the offseason as Chicago goes on to lose to Miami and the Golden State Warriors go on to win it all. So we only got to the 7th seed, which is obviously pretty disappointing for a team that just traded for James Harden. You know, by the way, shout out to Philadelphia for holding out as long as they did. Obviously, the whole Ben Simmons thing. I know we're kind of talking about this is super late. Should have talked about this a long time ago, but still want to address it, and shout out to Daryl Morey for getting the guy he wanted. Hopefully it works out in the playoffs for him. But staff signing, got Doc Rivers. We're going to go obviously fill the staff out a little bit, and then probably at draft night or probably at player options, we'll make some kind of trade if possible. I don't know. We're probably going to accept Danny Green's $10 million because that will help us kind of pull a trigger on a trade, which I assume Philadelphia would do the same thing. James Harden's already opted into his player option, so you at least have James Harden for another season, which is good. So depending on how things go, I'm sure is gonna determine how Philadelphia's offseason will go. If the season goes great and they win a championship, then maybe not too much changes. But if they don't, maybe Daryl Morey gets even more aggressive. Today's video is brought to you by Prize Picks. Prize Picks is a player props website that allows you to go over or unders on NBA players. That way you watch the game and have a lot of fun with it. So for example, this is what it would look like on desktop. Also kind of looks like this, obviously, on your phone. But you just simply pick 2, 3, 4, 5 players, however many you want to choose. You just simply click over, under, whatever you want to do. And then you can either 3 times your money, 5 times your money, even 10 times your money, as long as you get all 4 right. Even if you wanted to do power plays or flex plays, it really does not matter. Either way, it works out however you want it to. So if you guys want to join Prize Picks, the link's in the description. Use my promo code Crushables when you sign up. But obviously for us, it didn't go as planned. We have an early second round pick, which is cool. So we'll go ahead and draft where we can get here at number 2 in the second round. I wish it was second overall pick in the first round. I'd definitely take that. What do we got? So we got Trevor Keels, Caleb Love. I think I'm gonna take EJ Liddell here in the second round, bring him into Philadelphia, and we'll feel pretty good about that. 76 overall, so can immediately jump into the rotation. James Harden, I should have fixed this already. He declined it. I'm going to resign him, obviously. Danny Green, I'm going to accept. So I should have fixed that where James Harden can decline. Well, I'm surprised he declined that, to be honest. But we're going to resign him regardless. No matter what, he's coming back to Philadelphia. So it really does not matter. So I guess let's just go ahead and pretend we extend him this offseason. The Thunder try to get James Harden back. Not going to happen. So we get James Harden back in Philadelphia, which is cool. All right, so let's look at the rotation now. So we have James Harden, Shake Milton, which is cool. You got Tyrese Maxey and Danny Green. You got Furkan Korkmaz, Matisse Thybulle, Tobias Harris, Georgia Stang, and then Joel Embiid and Paul Reed. So the only thing I would like to maybe have here is a better backup center. Montrezl Harrell off the bench makes some sense to me, so we'll go for that. And then is there anything else? No, not really. I think I'm going to try to make a trade with, obviously, like I said, Danny Green. So $10 million, and I have a couple of other young players. Now, I don't really know. I think I can get to about $18 million, give or take. So hopefully you can find a player that makes a lot of sense here, whether it's a bench player or a starting small forward. Maybe I can get up to 20 million. Let's see what I can maybe come up with to try to obviously get a player here to Philadelphia to help us out even further. We're going to try to get to Harrison Barnes from Sacramento because obviously Harrison Barnes would be very available in my opinion. So we're going to try to do this. I'm going to give them Paul Reed maybe just to complete the trade. Something like this, and I'll throw a second in here as well. And they agree. So we get Harrison Barnes to come over to Philadelphia, which is fantastic. That's a brand new starting power forward or small forward, however we want to do it. Tobias Harris. I'll probably put Barnes at small forward, to be honest with you. So we'll have Barnes play the 3. I do want to boost his shot tendency up because in 2K, he's actually kind of bad sometimes. So I'm going to kind of put it around where Maxey and Tobias Harris are, something like that. Well, let me go something like that. So Barnes is the brand new starting small forward with Shake Milton, Harden, and Isaiah Joe. And then you got Matisse Thybulle and Korkmaz, and then EJ Liddell, and then Montrezl Harrell. So I really like what we're able to bring in here. So Harrison Barnes is kind of the brand new guy. James Harden going down in 5 overall, which is really unfortunate. Tobias Harris going down to an 82 overall. And then I think other than that, we're good. So Harrison Barnes only didn't go down. So really disappointed that James Harden went down 5 overall. I had his peak end age as fixed, but unfortunately for us, he's going down. But 89 is still solid. I'll try to fix even further because I don't imagine Harden would fall off that fast. But with this brand new rotation, it's going to look something like this. So it's going to be 9-man rotation, James Harden, Maxey, Barnes, Tobias Harris, Joel Embiid, Shake Milton, Montrezl Harrell, Matisse Thybulle, and Korkmaz. So I'm actually going to throw EJ Liddell in here over Korkmaz just because I want to get him to develop a little bit. Maybe he becomes a trade asset later on. And then would it make sense to move Maxey and Harden around? Maxey goes up and Harden does not. But Maxey goes up. So I'm going to move Harden to shooting guard and Maxey to point guard. So actually that's what I'm going to do. So we're going to flip that around. Not that it changes much, but it's just kind of a thing I like. And then proficiency-wise, we're 4-star post-centric, and then 4-star 7 seconds, and also 4-star balance. So don't run post-centric all that often. Not going to lie about triangle. We're 3-star triangle. I'm going to run a 7 seconds just because I kind of like that system. And post-centric, don't really want to limit myself too much. So Doc Rivers, we're going to change you to a 7-second system, and we're going to celebrate this season with Harrison Barnes as our new acquisition in Philadelphia. Hopefully it works out. I know he wasn't the sexiest move in the world, but he is going to be very available for Philadelphia to potentially get if Sacramento is willing to give him up, which I think they would be. So hopefully for us, the only other thing I'm going to do, like I said, is I'm going to move Liddell back in there just because I do want him to develop. So let's see my season number 2, and let's kind of see how this is going to go. Hopefully good things happen. So this season definitely went a lot better than last year. I'm not sure if it was the system change, bringing in Harrison Barnes, moving Tyrese Maxey and Harden around. I don't know, but it just went a lot better. Simulation treated us way better. MVP goes to Jokic. Kenny Chandler is your rookie of the year. Russell Westbrook's 6th man in with the Los Angeles Lakers. And gosh, man, I've never seen the Lakers, or I've never seen a LeBron James-led team such a damn mess. It's kind of insane. Defensive player Giannis, and then Cade Cunningham most improved. Steve Kerr's your coach of the year, and Park is your executive. So here's your All-NBA first team. Luka, James Harden. So Harden making an All-NBA team, which is awesome, which is great. 25 points. We'll look at the stats even further. Tatum, All-NBA first team in Boston as well. Giannis, and then Jokic. Here's your All-NBA second team, Trae Young. Do we get Embiid here anywhere? He does make All-NBA third team, which is cool. Okay, so second seed in the Eastern, or third seed in the Eastern Conference, I should say. We get to play Toronto in round 1. Player stats wise, 25 from James Harden, 21 from Embiid, 16 from Maxey, and then 14 from Shake Milton, 13 from Barnes. So, like I said, very productive. I think Barnes was a nice addition to the team. 3-and-D wing, 34% from 3, 41 from Tobias Harris, 39, 36, 41, and 43. So, pretty solid all around. Montrezl Harrell, I like to think, was a really good, solid big man for us. I like his energy off the bench, obviously. And then Liddell, wanted him to develop because he might become available in a trade for us. And Matisse Thybulle, 4 points. So let's go ahead and see if we can beat Toronto in round 1. That would be a good start to this playoff series. Hopefully we don't get bounced out. Somebody current round, and we are going to... all right, I was a little nervous that they were about to come back, but we do beat Toronto in 6. Now, Boston lately has become very overpowered in 2K. Ever since the trade deadline and getting Derek White, I've noticed, at least in my file, I don't know how it is in every file, but I've been using the same file for every rebuild, and sometimes it sucks, but... you know, 2K can't put their own start today in, so it is what it is. But Boston has been really overpowered, just like New Orleans. So would not be surprised if we lost to Boston here. Let's just go game by game, because I feel like if we can beat Boston, we can beat anybody. Game 1, they're up 1-0. Okay, they're up 2-0. They're up 3-0. And like I said, yeah, Boston has been pretty stupid overpowered in 2K lately. Have you guys? I mean, you guys have seen the videos, right? They've gone to the finals and won back-to-back championships every year. So I don't know what it is, but 2K loves it. The algorithm loves Celtics, and they also love the Pelicans. But you got eliminated around round 2, which is not good. So looks like we have even more work to do. We got to somehow get better than Boston, which might not be too easy, because like I said, they're overpowered. 26th pick overall. So we could use this first round pick potentially later on. Perimeter defensive coach. I mean, would we fire Doc Rivers technically? I mean, we did disappoint in the playoffs again, but I don't think I'm going to sit here and fire him just because look at all those badges he got. So we'll leave him. Let's go to draft night. We have the 26th overall pick, and I guess we can kind of just see what we can make of it. So Tobias Harris's contract is here. I mean, do we trade Tobias maybe? We throw Tobias, first round pick, and we can take Derek White over from Boston. Maybe that changes anything. Gobert, but we have Embiid, Chris Boucher, Jonathan Isaac, TJ Warren. So we'd be trading our power forward away or potentially our small forward away. So don't really see anything I love there. So what I want to do is I do want to try to trade Tobias Harris expiring contract, because that is big money that I can use in some type of trade. So I'm going to take Alan Flanagan here, and I'm going to send it in on that. So we have the young players to pull off a trade. Player options, accept all of these, and then qualifying offers, Isaiah Joe, Matisse Thybulle, of course, we want back as well. And free agency, LeBron James free agent. Obviously not going to be able to sign anybody. So Barnes, I would like back. Milne, I'd like back. And Matisse Thybulle would like back. So I think what I want to do is I want to float Tobias Harris's contract and all these young players that I have for a legitimate power forward, like a better one. Now, who is that going to be? I don't know, but I want to give it a try. There's a small forward, power forwards around the league that I can maybe convince some team to give me. Could I get Kawhi Leonard from... You know how crazy that would be if I get Kawhi Leonard from LA? That would be kind of cool. And Jimmy Butler. I mean, Jimmy Butler's played in Philadelphia before. Not sure he'd want to come back. Imagine we trade for Ben Simmons, bring him back. No, that's not going to happen. DeRozan. Then there's Ingram. There's Michael Porter. There's Middleton. Evan Mobley. Jaren Jackson. But honestly, I'm not going to lie to you. I kind of want to shoot for the stars. Is Kawhi Leonard available? Because if I can make that happen, I don't know if they're listing him as untouchable. He's untouchable. That's unfortunate. It would have been really, really awesome to get him in. Would have made... Actually, did they suck? Because if they did suck, I don't know if you guys will torch me for this, but I might do it anyway. What was their record again? Oh, they were the 4th seed. Okay, so... Dude, it would be so cool if I would be able to bring in Kawhi Leonard here. But Jimmy Butler is available. We could bring Jimmy Butler into Boston. Or not Boston, my apologies, into Philly. So maybe we could bring Jimmy Butler back to Philadelphia. Obviously, would be interesting to do that. You know, Joel Embiid loved playing with Jimmy Butler back then. I would love to go for, I kind of want to go for a home run hitter. So you know what? I'm going to try. I don't know how well it's going to go. And to be honest with you, I don't trade for Jimmy Butler all that much. So this could be a different experience for us. So Jimmy Butler on 3 years left of his contract. Obviously, I have to throw Tobias Harris's money in here to match it. And then you have EJ Liddell, who I wanted to use as a trade asset. We have Springer, and we have Alan Flanagan. And then we also have maybe a couple picks here. I don't know if I have to throw it. Let me just try it without the pick. So all this for Butler. They don't agree. Okay. 2024 and then 2027 for Jimmy Butler. Do they accept? They do not. Damn. Okay. There anybody else I could throw in here? I know they might. What about Montrezl Harrell? Does that like entice the offer at all? And then I'll throw 2024. They still don't agree. Damn, man. It would have been great to get Jimmy Butler. And then maybe... Nope. Okay. I might come back to this with maybe Matisse Thybulle. I wouldn't love trading Matisse Thybulle away, but let me resign Barnes first and foremost. Let me resign Isaiah. Oh, well, he's not interested, I guess. Oh, or sign Matisse Thybulle as well. We might have to throw. We might low-key might have to throw Matisse Thybulle in the deal. I don't know if I want to necessarily. Actually, I might not be able to now because you're restricted, and I kind of just messed that up. But man, it would have been cool. Would have been cool. Let me try Trade Finder one last time for Harris, and I'm definitely going to try to do something here. We're definitely getting something done. Shake Milton got the deal to go through. We got Jimmy Butler to bring him into Miami, which is just great. So Jimmy Butler for Tobias Harris, EJ Liddell, Jaden Springer, Flanagan, Shake Milton in my 2024 first round pick. And best of all, we didn't even have to trade Matisse Thybulle. I actually tried to trade Matisse, not going to lie, which 96 fans are going to hate me for it. But man... what a brand new duo, brand new trio here. Jimmy Butler comes to Philadelphia. Should be interesting to see how all these guys will match up with each other. I'm excited though. Maxey, James Harden, Butler. You have Korkmaz and Thibault, and then Harrison Barnes and Montrezl Harrell. I mean, I think this is the best the roster can get. Can I move? Yeah, I can. I can move Korkmaz to power forward, so that's great. So you have Korkmaz being the backup 4, and Harrell. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So backup guard, and then we're done. So Derrick Rose, Dinwiddie, and then Seth Curry or KCP. We could bring Seth Curry, but you know what? I'm gonna bring Spencer Dinwiddie in. We're gonna bring Spencer Dinwiddie into Philadelphia, and just like that, I think we have a brand new reinvented Philadelphia roster with Jimmy Butler joining us. So I'm excited. Let's go to player progression, and hopefully nobody's going down too much in overall. Jimmy Butler goes down 1. Harden's still in 89. Harrison Barnes went down 1. Maxey's going up. So yeah, not too bad. Player progression didn't treat us too poorly. So let's freaking go, man. Jimmy Butler is back in Philadelphia. Got him back from Miami as they were rebuilding. So I think this is it. This is all or nothing. Obviously, we still have these guys under contract, but we did this to try to get better than Boston. So hopefully that is going to be the case. Proficiency-wise, we're still 4-star, 7 seconds. What a brand new big 3 we have. It's going to be interesting to see if this results in anything. I mean, I would like to think that we could go on to win it all now, but we'll see what happens. So at the end of the season, we ended up finishing up as the 1st seed in the East. And the more I think about it, the more I think, would Jimmy Butler and James Harden coexist in real life? Like, will those two get along enough? I feel like they could get it. I feel like they could make it happen. It just depends on James Harden's mood, obviously. James Harden has shown in the past that he checks out when he's not in the mood to play. But when he is in the mood, he's awesome, obviously. 55 and 27 on the season for us. And this was all done to try to get better than Boston, because that was the team I think we had to obviously get better than. We had Butler, Embiid, and did we have Harden make an All-NBA team? No, yes, he did. So we had Butler and all 3 of our big 3 was on an All-NBA team, which is just awesome. So 1st seed in the East. I mean, this is our best chance, I think. Let's go take a look at the player stats. 22 from Jimmy Butler, 21 from James or Joel Embiid, 20 from James Harden, 18 from Maxey, and then 11 from Barnes, and then 10 from Spencer Dinwiddie, 10 from Montrezl Harrell, and 8 from Korkmaz, and 2 from Thibault. So, I mean, come on, man. This is our best chance. If we can't win here, I'm done. Like, we got to play Chicago first round. Somebody come around against Chicago. They are the 8th seed, and please don't lose to the 8th seed, man. Why does 2K always do this shit, man? Like, 8th seeds are the worst. Like, please don't lose to Chicago. Like, I get Chicago's a good team and all, but they're the 8th seed for a reason. So if we could please not lose to a damn 8th seed, that would be great, because I mean, I did all this to try to win a championship. So let me please do that. I'm actually going to punch my monitor if we actually lose to Chicago here. I might actually do it. Please, 2K. Please. I'm begging you, man. I am begging you, man. Please, man. How are we going to lose to another damn 8th seed? All these damn 8th seeds are so stupid in this damn game. I'm not going to punch my monitor because I don't have money like that. But, man, come on, bro. How are we going to lose to an 8th seed, bro? I just can't stand this game, man. I just can't do this anymore, bro. Like, why the game makes no... I'm done. I can't. Fuck this game. Thank you guys so much for watching. Make sure you click here to watch another video that I know you'll love.